For decades now, Michael Wilbon has been a driving force in media industry and a remarkable sports journalist. Wilbon's work has earned him multiple inductions into Hall of Fames and awards. This upcoming April, Wilbon will be inducted to another Hall of Fame, the Black SportsWriters Hall of Fame.
But your father is living proof that that's not the only way to reach the Hall of Fame. It's the passion for storytelling and sport that allowed me to work first at the Washington Post for 30 years and now at ESPN, for the last 16. The best decision I ever made was to marry my two interests, sports and storytelling. And there was no place better than to do that than here at Northwestern, where the art of storytelling was honed both in, for example, the news writing class taught by Dick Haney and the locker room where Coach Rich Falk, a member of this Hall of Fame as well, was gracious enough to sit many a day and accommodate the questions from an aspiring sports writer from the Daily Northwestern.
Wilbon has spent over 40 years in this industry, first working with the Washington Post for 30 years, then going to ESPN where he currently works. Wilbon knows he wasn't the first to be a pioneer for his black sports writer or in front of the camera. In this ESPN special, he highlights and gives his thanks to those who came before him.
Michael Wilbon, he has more on the long history of black broadcasters in sports that has led us to this moment.
When Jocko Maxwell was preparing his 15-minute radio broadcasts on the ins and outs of the Negro Leagues year after year in the 1930s and 40s, he likely never imagined a day when men and women like him, people of color, would sit center court and be paid to call the action in live time for millions of viewers and listeners of every imaginable race and ethnicity. When Wendell Smith looked into the camera during one of his sportscasts in Chicago's WGN studios in the 1960s, the notion of black and brown people directing and producing the stories of a mostly black basketball league would have been akin to fantasy. Yet, here we are, long after the pioneering efforts of both men,